again, everyone. This is my Sephora haul. I went to Sephora to get these brushes and ended up getting a bunch of other stuff that I wasn't planning on getting. These brushes are the Strokes of Nature Sephora plus Pantone Universe. And it includes 5 brushes. And they come in this case that has the same print on the outside. It's a really nice plastic case with a mirror and little slots for the brushes. And on the inside are these brushes, and they are travel size. This is them compared to a full-size MAC brush, but they're bigger than the Sigma travel sets. So I think they're like the perfect size. I was looking for really good eye brushes to travel with. There's the equivalent of the MAC 214, one of like the 222, 224, one of the 227, 239, and like the 266, 263, 208 type brush, angled liner, brow brush, whatever. I think they're all synthetic, but I'm not sure. But the colors go from like teal to purple, and then the ferrules are teal with like blue tipped brushes. Super nice, very, very soft. Apply like a freaking dream. This brush blends like crazy. I haven't had any like of the color bleeding or fading. I think there were 30, 39, something like that. I love these brushes. I love the color. I wanted a car that there was this color in like 96. There was a Mustang Cobra that came out that did like this exact same color shift from like the greenish gold to the green to the blue to the purple. And you have to see these in person under the light to get the full effect of the color change of the brush handles. So awesome. Love the brushes. Probably won't keep them in the case, but if you have a chance to pick up the brush set before they're gone, absolutely do it. If you're looking for a brush set to use every day, do it. Especially for eye brushes, get those. So while I was at Sephora, I'm looking around and found out that all the Tokidoki stuff is being discontinued. And I loved it. My daughter liked it, I liked it, and I was just really sad. So they had these on clearance. They were normally, I'm not sure if it's going to tell me, 25 something, 35. Anyway, the brushes ended up being like, I think like $15 for all 3. And you get like the equivalent of a 239, like a shader brush. And these are all synthetic. The, like a 224 blending brush. And the like the 266 type brush. My daughter has these. I already have the big blush brush like them. They're a little bit awkward because there's a little bit of heaviness from the handle, from the little character. But I wouldn't have got these just for the cuteness because they are cute, but that's just not my thing. But when I've used hers, like applying stuff with these, oh my goodness, especially this one, and to blend with this one, these are the softest stinking brushes ever. And they are so awesome and wonderful, and I'm really sad that they're getting rid of them. So if you have a chance to pick up the Tokidoki brush set of the 3 eye brushes, absolutely do it. And they were like more than half off. They were silly cheap for those brushes. While I was there, I also got 2 of the eyeshadows. I had never tried their eyeshadows before, but they were only $8 a piece. So I picked up 2, and I picked up Romeo after swatching it. And it is like, that is one single swipe. And it is like the perfect cranberry color for my blue eyes. Love it. And the color is Romeo. The other one I got is Samba, and it comes with like the little heart and crossbones little guy. And these are so soft, so soft. And Samba is like a silver, but it's not like full on silver. There's like a little bit of taupe in it too. But that is Samba, and that's the other one I got. Other Tokidoki. Their fragrances were on sale for, I think, $10 a piece, and they're normally $19 for their roller balls. And I'm not going to open these. I might, is there one of them that's already open? Sandy. Okay, I'll open one. These are like going to be my daughter's Christmas presents. She is not going to watch this video because she never watches me on YouTube anyway. But I got these for her because she got one of these for her birthday this year. And she loved it. But that's Sandy. That's the little cactus one. And the little roller ball. And she loves these perfumes. And they are so age appropriate. And they still smell nice and they don't gross me out. And the roller balls are perfect because there's not a ton of product in there. So about the time that she is done with it, she's tired of that fragrance anyway. So I got her Sandy, Adios, and Adieu. And all three of those smell really, really good. And those were only like $10 a piece. And this was $10 too. It was the roller ball set of all of them. So she can sample them, but they'll all be gone, but oh well. So I thought these would be good for her to throw in her backpack and not worry about losing it or breaking it or whatever. And then they had this little Lion Papa palette for $6. And I've had some of the Tokidoki stuff before, and I really like the quality of it for me too. And this blush is really similar to Orgasm. You can see it swatched right there. And then it has like this crazy gold, a dark brown, a taupe, like a creamy, like latte looking color that has some taupe in it, and then this bright, pretty white with some iridescent shimmer and some pinkness in it. And those are the swatches from the Lion Papa palette. Great for keeping in your purse, and it has all those and you're ready to go. For $6, I was like, oh heck yeah. The other thing I got that was on sale was the Gingerbread Man, like, hot scrub. I was out of a good scrub for my feet and, like, elbows and stuff. Primarily my feet because we live in the desert. So I got the Gingerbread Man one from Philosophy. And it doesn't smell really summery, but I've heard that it does really good and it feels really good when it heats up. Because as you, like, scrub it, I guess it produces heat or something. The other thing I got while I was there, and I don't know if I'm going to have room to swatch all these or not on my poor little arms, was the Tarantino palette. And I got this palette because I had seen it, and I didn't think they were going to have these in store. And I only saw one, maybe two. And these shadows are crazy pigmented. Like, people are not kidding about, like, the pigmentation of these shadows. If you had tried the Tarantino stuff before and weren't, like, super impressed, go try the new stuff because the quality is there. And super pigmented, very buttery. This is the Emerald palette, and I think it was $39, $38. Okay, so these are the colors. And here they are. Maybe they'll be easier like this. And there's the white one, the Gilda's Kiss. And there's like a charcoal brown, like a green, crazy bright teal, a brown, and like an olive green. These colors are awesomely wonderful. Like, love this palette. It's kind of got darker colors, so it's not really like a super daytimey palette. I mean, I'm sure you could come up with some looks for daytime with it, but to me, it's going to be like a going out palette. And oh my goodness, it's awesome. The other palette I got, I am very disappointed with. Like, can't believe how disappointed I am with this palette. I've loved everything I've ever gotten from Too Faced ever. So I got the Return of Sexy palette. The outside, the packaging is so classy and thick and sturdy and nice. When you open it up, it has there's a shadow insurance that's inside here. It's stuck. There's one of their new Perfect Eyes waterproof liner pencils in there. Love that. Here's the shadows. They look like the Lancome Quints, but when I swatched them, I am not nearly as happy. Like the gold colors are pretty nice. They're soft. They're smooth. But there's some of them that just do not have the color payoff that I expected. Those are the gold ones, and those are probably the best in the palette. Next is the little pink purple section that I'm going to. And like I said, that gold right there is awesome. The pink that's at the top, the highlight shade, I guess. Like, you have to go over it 3 or 4 times to get hardly any payoff. And there's, like, none of these colors are matte. None at all. So the pinky ones are the ones that I had the hardest time with. That's like a rose gold. It's like a rose with some gold. And then some copper, and then the purple, and the darker purple at the bottom. And then the really, really light pink. And this really light pink is the one at the top that like has like no color payoff at all. But there's the colors from the swatches of that one. There's like the rose goldy one that has a ton of gold shimmer. It's always like MAC tracks, because it's supposed to be like burgundy, but all you get is some gold shimmer. And then the darker, like the royal purple, and then the dark purple, those showed up pretty good. But this pink color right here, let's see if I can get it. This one right here, that pink highlighter color, didn't show up worth a crud for me. And this palette was like $42. And I shouldn't be that super disappointed. I mean, I love how pretty the mirror and the inside is. Maybe I need to play with it some more. But my initial impression of just swatching it is that, like, this one, it turns out to be like a liquidy silver color. And it's really unique. And that's the one that's on top of the other silvers. But the other pink color, and I know I shouldn't just let like a couple of colors like throw me off like that. And then there's like a gunmetal gray, and then one that's really similar to MAC Satin Taupe. And the black at the bottom of that one just really sucks too. This black one sucks. Hate it. It has some shimmer in it, but it's still really not my favorite. But I love the other 4. And that silver that turns into like a liquidy kind of silver is awesome. I'm going to play around more with the palette and see if I kind of like it better. But I do wish, you know, and I know that it's a night palette. I just wish that there had been a couple more matte shades in it. And that the shades were, the shadows themselves, the textures were, of the other shimmery ones were closer to like the Natural at Night palette and things like that, because this one is like, the pink one in the middle is like the worst Too Faced shadow ever that I've ever tried. And that's really sad, because like Too Faced are some of my favorite shadows. So it's up to you if you get this. If you have like the Natural at Night, I think the Natural at Night is a better palette than this. I do like the names of these. They're like Divorcee, Hopeless Romantic, Prima Donna, Casting Couch, Bombshell, Hollywood, Maneater, and Beauty Mark. And Beauty Mark, I have to say, that's the black one at the bottom. Beauty Mark from this one is just as bad as MAC's Beauty Marked. Don't really care for either one of those shadows that much at all. Even though I love the brands as a whole. So, sorry. And then for my 100-point perk, I got the Clinique little gift set thing. So that is my Sephora haul. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, I'll update you again on the Too Faced palette after I have some more time to do some looks and try it out. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.